Hello, hypothetical viewers, and welcome back to Shining Force Final Conflict. We are trying to rescue Ruburan, who got into some trouble attacking Mishaela after she murdered all of his friends. So that's dark. It's funny, I'm like increasingly questioning the guide that I'm using to make sure that I don't miss any secrets, because that guide says there are 2 treasure chests in this map. I see 1. And it also, the picture of the map shows an extra room up here, so I'm like, is there like a secret door here? I'll check for it, but beyond that, I'm like, am I just like playing some weird version of this game that like came out at a different time than the one that this guide shows? Like, what is going on here? Why is it different? Oh, I actually really like the battle background. I know, but it gives like a surprisingly like little claustrophobic cave feel. Like we're like, oh, trapped in this cave. The cave background maps aren't always like the best ones, I would say, in the series, but this one is actually quite strong. Oh man, a sneeze approaches. One moment. Oh, I really need to vacuum. It's very dusty here at the desk I have my computer on, but just haven't had the energy. You know, that's sometimes in life you just don't have the energy. That's how it is. It's also very rainy and gloomy out today. It's like literally raining the entire day, so I'm definitely in like low energy mode in general. You know, I'm in my standby mode. But I had nothing else particular to do today, so I was like, you know what? No time like the present. Let's kick off Shining Force Final Conquest. Cause you know, gotta go into it, and I just wanted to blast through a bunch of episodes. Each battle is actually pretty short, so like this is the 5th battle, and there's 6 in each chapter, so you kind of get through them surprisingly quickly. And you know, can just like it just sitting for like, you know, a couple. Looks like even, yeah, I guess be like an hour-ish, and you know, you're kind of already making some progress. Gonna use a heal and level her up finally. But yeah, I feel like just take like an hour and you can get through a full chapter, so it really does not take that long to play the entire game. Which is, I do feel like that's kind of the fun of the Game Gear Shining Forces, that they are kind of like a little like short and sweet experience, you know, and you could easily see them working well as a handheld game, because since each battle doesn't take a ton of time, you can just do it, you know, while you're like waiting somewhere, you know, on the bus or whatever. Now, of course, Game Gear was a somewhat bulky system, so, you know, it's not as small as the Game Boy. So I don't know if it would be convenient to carry on the bus, but if you had like a backpack, you could if you wanted to. But like I carry my Switch around, although the Switch is flatter than the Game Gear was, and also like since you can remove the controllers, it's a little more compact when you're actually fitting it into a space. Oh, I feel like this map has a lot of opportunities for bottlenecks because you're sort of going through these little narrow spaces. Oh, we can get around the side here, and there's a lot of enemies in them. We do have some bottlenecky times. Tragically, we didn't yet get Blaze 2 for Howl, but I'm hoping we can. Maybe in this we'll level him up in this battle. I don't know. The guide I'm using is like, oh, it's good if you have Blaze 2 in the next battle. And again, I'm like, how much grinding are you expecting that people will do? Seems slightly absurd. Maybe I'll have her heal herself, and then she's out of MP, making her very difficult to level up. Maybe I just need to have her like use medical herbs a lot, because they're cheap. I can keep buying them. Because man, is it gonna take a very long time to actually get anywhere with her. And she eventually learns Aura, I think, based on this guide, which I don't know if it's accurate, but obviously, if that turns out to be correct, that is very excellent. So obviously, I really want to get her to that point, but it may actually require dedicated grinding. Just like getting her 20 exp and then egressing. They have to, maybe at the start of like the chapter 2, you know, if we're still struggling with her, I'll boost her up a lot. Maybe I'll have Knuckles try to kill that, or even heck, have Cynthia attack it a bit. Wow, Paige got really strong. I try and make sure people's inventories don't get too full, because if enemies drop stuff, we might not be able to get the item. That would be annoying. Kind of a leisurely battle. In a way, I feel like this story kicked off with like so much plot happening, but in a way it's also rather basic. It's like we're trying to fight this chick and it's sort of vague why. She's just, I don't know, destroying the world or whatever. And we just have to find Max. So we're just kind of wandering around being like, where did Max go? And that's the story. This first chapter is just us being like, we gotta find Max, and also this guy got kidnapped. We don't really know the motivations of anyone. I actually don't even know if they'll ever really explain anything more about what the heck this, like, Mishaela is even, what her deal even is, other than wants to murder everybody. She's just kinda here. I wish there was like an equivalent of fucking false swipe or whatever in this game so I could weaken these enemies to 1 HP for Cynthia. Man, so that got really strong. Well, she got an upgraded weapon, so she was falling behind at first, but we fixed that problem. Let's have Paige jump in and attack this guy. Oh, we gotta save him for Cynthia now. That's gonna be tough, because he does a fair amount of damage. But we gotta do it. He's at 1 HP. The opportunity is too good to pass up. Okay, sure he can heal Ben. Get a little extra X from healing. Might as well get that 20X. They really need to get more MP. Cynthia especially. I feel like I was glancing up at the window looking at the rain, so I kind of missed that. Did he not get X for like, if you think this is all of us, you're gravely mistaken. Or more appear. Oh, that's why there's another room on the map. It's not a secret door. It appears halfway through the battle. Okay, that makes... It's funny that the guide I'm using just has it in the picture and doesn't mention that it is the Fears, because I'm like, where the fuck is this extra room? That's where the other treasure chest is. That's where it is. Fighting this dark dwarf. Hoping that someday Cynthia will get a turn. There we go. She can't quite reach this dude, sadly, but, you know, next time she gets a turn, she'll be able to attack that guy. Oh, it's so hard not to let certain characters just get wildly overleveled. Okay. Oh, does he have an empty slot? He doesn't. Does anybody here? So I'll have him just give an item to her, and the next turn he can go get that chest. She can have the angel wing, whatever. Oh, man, when there's this many enemies on the map, it takes forever for them all to take their turns. It's a bit tedious. I'm actually going to pull him back so we're all sort of approaching from the same direction so that we don't have one character get completely swarmed by bats all alone, where no one else can reach him. It's also amazing how the bats are very politely collecting near the stairs, even though they can fly and could just go over that ledge. Yeah, I feel like Knuckles is really beefing up and becoming more useful. He got another 2 points of attack. He's okay. Oh, he got detox. That's nice. You know, I feel like he's getting more usable as we go. Shoot, Mead's in trouble. He's got 20 attack now. It's not as good as other. He's almost comparable to Ben, and he's like not quite as high level. Critical hit. Good job, Ben. Howl. We don't even have that many enemies left. Might as well have a Howl. Yeah, just use freeze. Sure. Just finish off this dark dwarf. Show us some magic, Howl. Very good. Excellent. He didn't even get that much XP. He got overleveled for sure. Start trying to just finish off some of these giant bats. We have to like save at least one enemy so we can go get the chest. I guess the brass cannon. Or brass loader or whatever. Even though that will definitely be annoying because it's... I guess we could like surround it with our melee fighters. Can it make attacks in melee? I can't remember whether it's ranged only. It might actually not be ranged only anyway. Cynthia, you got a kill! Wow, you even did 2 damage. Amazing. And you only got 34 X, but apparently those enemies are not strong enough. Something at least. Ugh. I'm probably gonna have to dedicated grind her. Gotta protect milk. That's gonna suck. It's gonna be really annoying to get up to that room just because, like, we can't kill all the enemies before doing so, or we won't be able to get the chest, because you can't walk around the map here. So it's mostly just like, these guys are in the way. They're not even, it's not that they're so difficult we can't beat them, it's that they're just in the way. I'm gonna have him use heal, because I want to save the brass loader as the one enemy we don't kill, so I don't want to have him attack it yet. Okie dokie. Bottlenecking here is really irritating. Oof. Howl is not quite as tanky as our other friends. Page. Okay, Ben can kind of work his way around and maybe get over towards the chest. Oh, now I kind of want to save this enemy for Cynthia, so we could get at least one more kill. She could level up. Okay, Howl, freeze this bat. Very good. He's actually not too far from a level up. Yeah, Cynthia can get like one more kill. It'd be so good. Ben is gonna need to use up a medical herb before he can contribute, where he can get the chest. He needs to not be carrying quite so many. Dang, Sonette, you can kill a bat in one hit. Now you're level 8. This is absurd. We need to have you stop attacking for a little. Unfortunately, Cynthia is hella slow, so it's gonna take a little while for her to get there, but it can't be helped. I guess I can have Ben, like, walk... Oh, he fell asleep, so much for that. I was like, maybe he could walk over to her so that, like, the bats will follow him because he aggroes them, you know? That will not happen. Very good. Knuckles is just doing okay. Although, like, he's obviously far inferior to Sonette, because, like, Sonette just one-shotted that thing. Ah, this is... It's a battle where I'm like, it's not that we're going to lose, it's just going to take forever for us to finish this. Oh good, he woke up. I want to check who... He has an empty inventory slot, maybe he can go get the chest. Sonette one-shot another bat. It's just so satisfying. Kyle will have an empty inventory slot. He does not. Maybe I'll have him just do, like, one attack on the brass loader. I just want to get him a little more exp so that maybe he can get a level, because he's pretty close. Maybe I'll have, like, Knuckles go get the chest once we have space. Oh good, the bat actually came right over to Cynthia. That's very convenient. Aw, poor Mead, he died again. I think Mead has low defense. I should have healed him, I just forgot, Soz. That's literally the only reason. I was like, I just forgot that he was injured. We'll have to res him again. Mead is the only person who's died. He's apparently a little fragile. Paige, you can just chill. Ben, actually, why don't you just give one item to Knuckles, and then, because Ben has more agility, so I think he'll get his turn faster. You can just wait. Howl. How much X does he need? I think it's not very much. Oh, it's like 8. So I'll have him cast Blaze again. The nice thing with magic is you know how much damage it does, so you can't, like, accidentally kill it. And you don't double hit with it. Excellent! Level 8! Yes, Blaze level 2! We have indeed achieved what my guide thinks you should. Okay, Cynthia, hit this bat! Get a level! Cynthia, you disappoint me a lot. I know the bats dodge a lot, but like, I so carefully preserved it solely for your benefit. He can just wait. Whatever. My disappointment is immeasurable. hopefully Cynthia will eventually get another turn. I think she may be standing too far away now because the brass loader's in the way. Oh good, she can just barely get there. Cynthia, you need to fucking get your shit together. And kill this bat. This is your only hope. You are so difficult to train. Like, why are you doing this to me? Maybe I'll have him like fucking use his medical herb so he can get some X from that at least. Hopefully, there we go. We can get this chest. Power wine, very nice. We can boost someone's attack, whoever seems to be lagging. We will actually not use it on Knuckles because I'm like, I want to use it on someone who seems like they're pretty good and could just use a little boost, not someone who it's like, maybe this will make you tolerable. And she didn't even get enough. Cynthia. Okay, we'll have to have her make at least one attack on the brass loader so she can get a fucking level. Cynthia, I'm trying so hard to make you useful. It has 6 HP left. Howl, why don't you give a little cherry tap? Maybe we can get a kill for Cynthia. Between the two of you. Why is the brass loader not even attacking? It's just wandering around. It's very weird. Well, we got that at least. I'm actually gonna... Oh, she got blast! Well, this is a fucking relief. I am gonna have Cynthia get the kill now, because she's been so hard to level up, but now that she has... Oh, she doesn't have any MP, but... You know what? With patience... Actually, you know, maybe Knuckles will get the kill, maybe he won't. I want to see how much damage it does. Well done, Knuckles. You did exactly 4, and you've earned your place in our party, perhaps. Doesn't hurt to give him a little extra. We finally finished this battle. This was tedious. But we got Cynthia Blast, so now she'll be able to get X a bit more readily because she can actually do damage, although she still has so little MP. Curses. If I weren't such a fool, my henchman wouldn't be... Actually, I think it would be the same regardless, because once Mishaela showed up, if you refused to help her, she would have just murdered you anyway. So, you know, basically there was nothing you could have done. She's a super powerful wizard devil thing. Chief Ruburan, I'm sorry. We were afraid. So afraid. We couldn't fight. It's okay, Nosshu. That woman sends a chill down my spine, too. Nevertheless, I cannot forgive her for this. Those devils use their power to toy with the world. I will not allow them to do whatever they like. Ben, for this reason, I'd like to come along with you. Ruburan the Thief has joined the Force. Unlike in Shining Force 2, Ruburan's attacks are ranged. I guess because it's like he has knives, so he's throwing them. Somehow that gives him more range than a dude with a lance. Chief, I'd like to come along with you too. No, Nosshu. You need to stay here and protect our hideout. And also, you don't have a face portrait, so you're not a recruitable character. That's not how it works. Right, Chief. I'll live here alone in this place where I watched all my friends get murdered. That won't be traumatic at all. Well, let's go. They should have made Nosshu become like the shopkeeper. Stay here, Nosshu, and await my glorious return. Maybe recruit some more members since we lost all of ours. Chief! Snake! Nosshu. He got a name, which is more than a lot of characters get that aren't main characters. Come on, Ben. We should leave now. Weirdly, I feel like this first chapter is basically the story of Ruburan, this random guy we add to our party who's really not relevant to the larger plot. Ben, are you prepared to depart for battle? Well, I will be once I raise poor Mead from the dead again. Just, this happens a lot. Mead is revived. Oh, oops. I wanted to look at the stats of our new friend. Here he is. As you can see, this screen fits exactly the number of members of the Force we can have, which is 12, so we are 2/3 of the way to full. So he comes in at level 5, so he's actually a tiny bit behind our party, probably because we're a little over-leveled. And he has a throwing knife. His attack is, I guess, competitive with the rest of the party. He's got 20, considering he's a little behind in level. He has, like, no defenses. Only Mead is worse than him. Yeah, Mead has 7 defense. No wonder he's so weak. He has the same defense as Cynthia, I guess because he's a ranged character. Good agility, you know, he's fast. But yeah, He's a little fragile, but he's speedy. So let's watch the cutscene for the next chapter. I'm going into battle. It is indeed time to relight the embers, whatever the fuck that means. You're a very poetic robot. Hey, Mishaela's over there. You might recognize this map a little bit. This is outside of the town of Beto from Shining Force 2 where we met the birds. That's like the bird town. And this is a very faithful recreation of that map where we also fought a battle. These birds are bothersome, aren't they? We can't focus like this. Go and get rid of them. Poor birds. I feel like you should have a bird voice like, squawk, I won't let you have your way. Also, that bird appears to be a tiny child, so again, why are all these children fighting in a war? Oh, good job. Now's our chance to seal away Volcanon's power. Oh, I guess she's not trying to kill Volcanon, just like seal his power. Ooh, Sha! That's how you cast magic, you go, ooh, Sha. Oh ho ho ho. Volcanon's power has been sealed away. That took care of another hindrance to our plan. Oh ho ho ho. I must return to Grand's Island to make preparations. And that's the home of our main character from Shining Force 2, from Grand Seal. You stay here in case Volcanon tries anything. So I guess, like, maybe that's the reason Volcanon couldn't help anyone in Shining Force 2, his power was sealed, but he fights the Devil Army. Mishaela's escaped. Quickly, Ben, after her. She literally teleported. What do you mean, after her? Like, if you want to pass through here, you'll have to get past us first. It seems we've been discovered. We have no choice but to defeat them if we're to progress. Okay, I think the emulator fucked up, cause like cause it hasn't undimmed. It did that like slight light dimming effect when Mishaela was using her magic, and it didn't undo that. So now everyone is appearing like a photo negative. The animation on this water also looks really weird to me. It looks like strangely fast compared to everything else. Let's check out all our photo negative enemies. We got more giant bats. Have a dark mage, our first magic enemy with Blaze 2, and a cheerful bread. So we'll want to make sure whoever fights the dark mage has an empty slot so they can get the bread. A worm, another brass loader. Lots of brass loaders. A green ooze, so the ooze got slightly upgraded. More dark dwarves. So yeah, so basically this is quite similar to the battle we fought in this same map in Shining Force 2, where basically you just have to follow the path. You know, we're just kind of... I guess we'll go up and around instead of over to the side. Why not? You know? Or actually, no, these enemies will probably come down, so maybe we'll just go across. Whatevs. I have no idea why it's doing this weird effect. I'm guessing that once we go into battle, that'll go away on its own. That has happened before with the emulator doing weird shit like this. Where, like, the game fucks up and doesn't undo a fade. It usually undoes the fade next time it has to unfade, like, coming out of battle. So we'll find out. But thank you for watching, hypothetical viewers. We have finally recruited Ruburan to our party, and you know, we're still hunting down Mishaela, who has sealed away Volcanon's power. That seems bad, and not consistent with Shining Force 2, so I'm assuming we'll, like, undo that or something? I don't know. And she's headed off to Grand's Island to try and unleash the devils, I guess, which does happen in Shining Force 2. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. Look forward to the next episode when we are going to finish up Chapter 1. This will be the last battle of Chapter 1. And head on to the second chapter of the game. That'll be very cool, hopefully, in the next episode of Shining Force Final Conflict.